Hi, I'm Shake, and what you're about to listen to is the Untitled podcast. This is the first time we have ever done something like this, so of course, as our first time, there will be issues such as audio in the background, audio with our own mics and setups. But this is just our first run. Hopefully, we can improve off this, and I hope you enjoy. I'm your host Shake, and with my expert panelist, Pipple,
Howdy, partner.
Fam,
Yo, what's up?
and Flip.
Wiggity wiggity, what's up?
Alright, let's get this going. Alright, so first thing we're talking about is Blackout. Or Black Ops, actually. Now, with me today are my expert panelists who've been playing Call of Duty for many, many years. People started in World War? Yeah. Flip started in MW2, and Eddie, I don't know what Eddie's been playing.
I started in Black Ops, but I then went to Modern Warfare 2.
What? You went backwards.
Yeah, I went
So,
backwards. It's because when I first started Call of Duty, I got Black Ops in, but
the first Call of Duty I actually ever played online was COD 3.
Was COD 3 PC
Way,
or
way
not?
back. Nah, on the PS3.
No.
Okay. Alright. Who wants to go first, man? What do you guys think about Black Ops?
I think
I
people
mean,
should.
I can go first.
I think Flip should go first. Because he
Yeah.
loves the
All right.
series.
So, the way I see Black Ops or Call of Duty this year, I mean, with Black Ops 4 being released, I feel like they did a good. They had the good idea of releasing it early, and man, I just think this gameplay is like so great. I'm never bored. There's never a dull moment. I'm either on multiplayer or I'm playing Blackout. Or if I want to have like a little hint of zombies, I'll go to zombies. And I mean, everything that I've played so far has like keep me entertained. And I'm like, like I said, there's never a dull moment.
Is that it? That wasn't very
Yeah.
long,
Other than
man.
that, I was wondering if you guys had any like.
Not keep going.
Yeah,
What
like-
do you
You're
like
fine.
and what do you not like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only like a few upsets for me. I feel like with multiplayer, like the way you can, well, they don't give enough slots for creating your class. I feel like there's not too many, so you have to be really, really like precise on what you want. But I feel like they should give us another 2 slots just so that way we can get an extra like uh, attachment. I mean, I feel like there's not too many. 10 is not enough. Other than that, I feel like the spawns, a lot of the times I'm getting kills from my back. There's like so many times. There's never like I don't know if it's because I'm just playing hardpoint because I've been playing
Well-
that for a while.
Well, it's a Treyarch game, and I'm pretty sure we all know Treyarch games don't usually have the best spawns, and that's just a thing.
As Flip, when you said we should have extra slots, is that a good thing or a bad thing for you? Do you like Pick 10 or you think we need more?
I feel like it's a bad thing that we don't have enough, and I feel like it would be a good thing if we had like an extra 2 slots.
I think it's perfect. Because the perks on the game are not good.
They're not.
Most of the time I'm having extra slots where I'm like, I'm gonna put something random on, I don't care.
Alright, well, let me clear this up real quick for the audience. So, when we're talking about most of this stuff, we're mainly talking about the competitive aspect. I don't think many of us, well, except for, I think, Flip and Fam, they mainly play public matches, but I'm talking about, me and Pipple are usually going to be talking competitive aspect.
Aspect.
Thank
There
you.
you go. Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
problem. My points on Black Ops 4 so far, honestly, this is a game where I'm gonna be playing until the very end. Since like other Call of Duties, like I stopped playing once Advanced Warfare came out. That's when I really took a break. I still bought the all the other Call of Duties, but they were just not doing it for me.
Oh.
But Black Ops 4 is the fresh Black Ops as Black Ops 3 was, except for like there's no jumping, no like you know. But the thing is, I love how they kept the created class system, and I do agree with Flip. The 10-point system I don't think is enough anymore because of the gear that you can have, and then it just kind of you can't really get those 2 perks that you usually do. You know, so it's a different aspect to the game. It's not the same thing
Nah, man, I'm with
anymore.
Pipple in this one, honestly. I feel like the perk system is, like, kind of weird, and I feel like
Yeah.
there's not enough, like, Don't get me wrong, some of the perks are really useful, but some of the stuff they added, and I know they have to do this for every COD to make it fresh, refreshing, new, so people feel like they're getting a new game every year. But some of the stuff they add just isn't needed, and I feel like
Yeah.
I can understand in a viewpoint of where they're coming from. Like they want to make it seem new, since everybody used to complain that CODs were just reused every year. So, but they just, I feel like they need to listen to the community more. They're doing a great job with Blackout, don't get me wrong, but I feel like with the multiplayer aspect, they need to do better.
I mean, how do you guys feel about like no health regen? Yeah, you like it's like you have to carry the stim shot, like
I
especially in
like it.
public matches. Like
You
you
like
can't
it?
I
be
like it.
using
I
like
like it a
any
lot.
like acoustic sensor, cosmetic comsec device or equipment charge. You know, it's always stim shot that you find because you'll obviously get shot
Yeah.
at one point or another.
I think
So
the stim shot is probably good.
Hold on.
I personally, I'm with Pitbull on this. I really, really like the fact that they added that I can just go ahead and heal myself when I get the chance, and it's not too overpowered where you can just use it all the time. I mean, it has this little like loading whenever it's loading up, but I mean, it just comes in clutch at like certain points, and it's a real game changer. Because let's say you're fighting against someone and they're still not either used to the controls or I mean, it's just it adds in another aspect of that like critical thinking while playing this game. Just like especially like on competitive, somebody who's gonna think about it like a step ahead has got the better chance of coming out of that gunfight.
no, but do you feel like since there's no health regen, is there a different play style in this game now?
Oh,
Oh,
definitely.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Like you can't be at
Eddie.
like you can be it's weird. So you can be less and more aggressive. It just depends on how you play. So back then you'd have to wait to push if you were still weak, but now you can heal and it takes like 2 seconds, yeah, but you can instantly push again. But by being more aggressive, you know, they can also heal in a gunfight. So let's say you get traded off or yeah, something happens. Like you shoot somebody but he kills you first. He can heal before your buddy pushes. So I think it's just more of this game's gonna be. I feel like more of just getting trades instead of just rapid kills. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. All right. So, what's the meta gun? What do you guys think the meta gun is?
Or what's your favorite gun?
My favorite gun personally right now is the JKS. Now
The
the fire rate and
G.
the range,
G. Yeah.
GKS, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all good.
The GKS. It has a really good range. I can you know, say on one side of the map and I can see other people like mid map
Yeah.
and just get a good spray on them. And the fire rate's not too bad.
Yeah.
The accuracy is really good. And especially with grip 1, grip 2, like you're always gonna have it's like almost having an ICR with a little bit higher fire rate, but not as much accuracy as the ICR. But you
Pitbull.
get a little bit more damage.
The DMR.
The DMR.
Extremely
Okay.
overpowered, yeah. The AUGER, whatever you're gonna call it. Kills
I
with 3
think
shots. Every other AR
I
in the
think the
game kills
vapor
in
for
5
me
minutes.
is like oh. Huh?
Hi, keep going, Pitbull.
Nah, it kills in 3 bullets with long barrel across the map. Anywhere on the map, 3 bullets. Every other gun, ICR kills in 5 up close. So
Flip.
it has a more traditional feel to it than all this health, which I don't really like.
Well, personally, my favorite gun of the game has to be the Vapor. It's just, I mean, for me, I just know how to use the gun so well, or I don't know if it's maybe OP, maybe I have no idea, but when we were playing the competitive match yesterday, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there were some kills that I feel like maybe I should have died, but at the same time, I'm like, nah, that I don't know. I just love this gun. This gun is like comes in clutch for me, which is why I use it. If I had the chance to use it, I'd probably use it.
Well, yeah, it doesn't have like the fastest fire rate. And you're talking about the Spitfire, right?
No,
It's called the
that's the
Spitfire.
Maddox in the AR class. It has the.
Not the vapor AR.
Ooh.
Alright, mine
Damn.
probably. I don't know. For me, man, I feel like there's so many guns that are usable in this game, just mainly because of the health system and the way it plays out now. For me, I think I'd
Yeah,
have
there's
to.
there's
Oh.
guns that are situational, you know?
Yeah, like like there's so many guns you can use for different situations now. Like it's actually crazy. Like and right now when we're recording this podcast, I think we can all say that the subs are the ARs are more dominant just in general. Subs in this game, yeah, the subs in this game are just non-existent at this point. I think the only one you can probably say is, or the two is probably the Spitfire or the GKS, but they're situational. A Spitfire is just up close, and GKS is, you know, just if you want to play a sub. But
It's
for
like a
right now,
hybrid.
yeah, but for right
Well,
now, it's
it
standing.
is a hybrid. Like I can hold mid map very well with the GKS. It's not that hard to be shooting people like farther away. Like I'm taking fights that should be got used with assault rifles, but with the GKS I feel like I can do the same thing because it has really good accuracy
Yeah, so coming from
and not
that,
too different recoil.
not coming from that, I think my favorite gun probably has to be. I think I'm gonna say the Maddox. I think the Maddox is just real good right now for me personally. But to each their own. Maybe maybe they're gonna start. I think they're gonna start changing stuff as we know. Call of Duty games, the
I think
devs
the DMR is gonna get nerfed 100%.
or banned from competitive.
Either or.
Yeah,
Let's
either
Have
talk
or.
you
about these
guys?
oh,
Oh, go ahead,
let's talk about
Eddie.
these perks. Like do you feel
Oh.
like they're just generic or is there something that like
They
helps
suck.
change the
Yeah,
game? Oh,
the perks
They
suck.
suck. There's stupid perks that have no team link. See my teammates through walls? Why would I need to use that?
Yeah,
There's no team killing in pubs. Why would I need to use that?
Oh.
Alright.
And plus you have a mini map that's been in Call of Duty ever since Call of Duty's been a thing.
I don't know.
I mean,
Okay.
I feel like they could have been thought out more. I feel like some of the perks that you have, like what is it? What is the one that makes you run fast? I totally
A
forgot what it's
lightweight?
called. Oh yeah, lightweight and dexterity. I feel like that could have been a combined perk in itself. Like, yeah, I remember one COD put like climb or mantle faster and faster mobility. And for me, I just was like thinking, why don't they just put it in one? Why do I need two separate perks? That's why I was
Nah,
talking
I think
about
it
like the whole
should be two
slot.
separate.
Actually, no, I like the idea too because in the first Black Ops, you had the base perk and then you had pro, and you had to
Yeah, you
give
had
the
the pro.
pro.
That was nice. Sorry, Eddie.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's totally like see, like you had to like kind of do challenges to get the pro, but it was such a great use to make it just one perk at the end. You know?
I
Yeah.
like things being separate because when you, let's say you combine lightweight and dexterity, that's too much in one, man. Then you're not having to think and pick and choose. You're not having to set up your class tactically, I guess. You can just throw this on and do 10 different things with one perk. I like having to pick and choose because then you're not a super soldier all over the map. Being able to do any and everything with 3 perks.
Okay. And then let's talk about one more thing from the creative class, the secondaries. Now I hear
Non-existent.
that the RK7 is probably like the most OP thing.
No, it's not OP at all. It's the only decent one.
It's
Like,
eh.
yeah, it's at
Slightly
most.
usable.
Like, it's honestly meant what it's supposed to do. Only use it when you run out of bullets or if you can't reload. Other than that, don't use secondaries. And like I said, we're coming at this at a competitive standpoint, so if we don't like when we talk about most of this stuff. Use whatever you want in public matches, unless you're trying to get the best KD or trying to beat stats gods. But mainly what we're talking about is competitive standpoints. But coming from public matches, I think we should switch it up to public matches. Broader to the audience. I feel like public matches are just kind of this year. If you notice, most of the game modes they added, except for I think it's heist and control, they're like day one like regular game modes. It's like just kill confirm, team deathmatch, not hardpoint. Hardpoint came in AW, I think it was. No, Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2. Yeah.
Yeah. But,
I like Heist. I just haven't gotten a chance to play it yet. I that's what I was actually gonna ask you guys. Like, have you guys had a chance to play these like new modes that they've created?
yeah, they're
Like
good.
for
Yeah, heist is pretty fun. But a lot of like people don't like it's easier there. Like there's not as much
Yeah.
competitive. The most competitive pub game is Hardpoint. Hardpoint is one of the most competitive. You can find it really fun matches that have two different both teams are really trying their best to win, even though
Yeah.
it's a pub. So it's a little bit harder, but it's a lot enjoyable.
100. Nah, but I want to talk about something else real quick. How are we taking 5v5? I don't.
I don't notice it.
5v5.
I don't notice it.
You don't notice it?
But
Neither do
you
I.
I
guys play
noticed it. It's
Hardpoint,
a
right?
little slower. Like, yeah.
guys play Hardpoint,
I think
right?
it's
I haven't
slower.
played
I mean, the only thing. Sorry.
It's slower.
The only thing I find different, like the only thing I have to adjust about, is that the spawns, but it's a lot slower. Like I have time to react a little bit better because I won't. It's really rare that I'll get triple teamed
Yeah,
because there's only 5 people, so it's a lot. It's more spread out.
that's
Like
true.
there's
Yeah.
people.
Must be Hardpoint, because playing Dom, I'm getting triple teamed the whole time. Dom, it feels like I'm playing Ground War. I don't know why. It's
Yeah.
spawns or what. That's the only game I play is Domination. I haven't played anything else. And the spawns don't flip in Domination. I don't know about Hardpoint, but Dom, you can be in the spawn, like, and they'll spawn right behind you. Which I like it for pub stomping, because then you can just push the spawn and be really aggressive.
So
spawn-
for hardpoint, the spawn is completely random. It's like I mean, I understand it.
Okay, so even when you're anchoring in hardpoint, like people will still spawn on you, and it's just like the
that's
spawns need to
true.
be fixed for hardpoint.
They
I'm not
do,
sure
like,
about other
sometimes-
game modes, but hardpoint has a huge like hardpoint's fun, and even if you anchor and you guys are positioned the right way, people will still spawn next to you with just like it's a Treyarch game, so Treyarch's of course gonna have problems with spawns, but that's what we had a beta for, you know, to fix problems like this. So I'm just hoping they fix it
Let's talk
soon.
about let's talk about the launch and how smooth it was. It's a good launch and a
Oh
bad
yeah,
launch,
good
in my
launch.
opinion.
No, it was a
Yeah.
good launch. I was expecting like a long downtime. I think the downtime was only for like maybe 2 hours, less than that.
No,
when I
I
first
played
got the
at 12
game.
o'clock.
So
I played at 12 o'clock. I didn't even have a downtime.
Oh no, the next day, cause I had to download it, like in the morning, before I went to work. It was around 8 a.m. I think,
mm.
and it only lasted for like an hour, like close to 2. I was like, oh my god, damn. Like
Was
so,
it-
I wouldn't
great job on
expect
them for not like
downtime,
having it down for like almost a whole day, like other
but
games.
the launch was good as far as servers go, but I feel like we're missing a lot of stuff that the game should have launched with.
Yeah, 100%.
In
I'm with
private
that.
match, when we're playing comp, in private match, the other team who isn't
So-
the host can't even see the map. Like, you can't
Yes.
see the map in private match unless you're
I'm
the
gonna give this
host.
to Pitbull.
There's
I
no
want you to
surprise
explain the
there.
private match problems.
So what?
I want you to explain the private match problems.
Oh, the when you play competitive S&D in Call of Duty, it goes to 6 rounds instead of 4 like pubs. But the game will end after the 7th round, so 4-3, 3-4, the game ends even though you haven't won, so you have to restart it up. That's a big problem that needs to be fixed.
This is all problems on the date of this recording, by the way. So they might fix this. They might patch it up. I know they released a patch note today, but we'll talk about that later.
The supply drops. Where's my supply drops? I bought the $100 version of the game. I got
God
2,400
points.
God points. I got those supply drops, and I got no arena mode.
Yeah.
I don't know. The game's missing some stuff that I think it should have had.
So when
The launch
you,
was smooth as far as connection.
that's what I was gonna go back to. When we're talking about smooth launch, you know what I think helped it? Releasing it early, and I think that's why they did it. I think they did it.
Being able to pick it up physically at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I think the reason
Yeah.
they made it come out early was to make sure that there wasn't an influx of people just rushing in to get it, and they just brought it in slowly so people would start noticing it, and then boom, they let everybody go on. I think that's what helped a lot, because I think if they had it at one point, but maybe they're prepared for this, for all we know. Maybe since they saw the great responses from the betas, Blackout, and
Yeah,
multiplayer.
track usually has.
Well, I
good
mean,
launches.
right now, and I looked it up too. Their estimated unit sales is like 21.5 million, and I think that's a lot higher than the start of COD World War II.
I was gonna wait to say this, but since we're talking about figures and stuff, yeah. So I'm reading right now. They actually announced, Activision and Treyarch, that this Call of Duty had set the record for the biggest digital day one released in Activision history. Now that's a pretty big thing, and digital are getting more common nowadays, so maybe it's just people switching. But that's actually a really big feat,
Well, Activision's over Overwatch too, right?
Yeah, that's why it's
Yes.
yeah, it's a
Something like
big
that.
company.
Those are 2 big games.
That's why. So this
But
is a
it's also because they brought in a new player base because there's Battle Royale
blackout.
now. So
Yep, and we'll get to
there
that in
might
a
be
little.
people that play Battle Royale and never played traditional Call of Duty.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And I think that was a good part on them. Like that, like this battle royale, people kept thinking like, oh, it's just like rip off. No, this is a battle. The blackouts, just completely different. Like it's so much
No,
fun.
okay, so man, when people say rip off, I see what they're getting at. Oh, every battle royale nowadays is a rip off of another battle royale. You could say,
It's a genre. It's not
yeah,
a ripoff.
it's a genre. It's not a rip off. Like it's like it started. I think it started with Japanese movie, and then it went to the Hunger Games, then it went to Minecraft Hunger Games, and then yada yada yada, and here we are with Blackout. And the one question I actually want to bring up is, are they gonna keep Blackout alive? Like, cause think about it. There's a Call of Duty cycle, and there's different studios. Is every studio gonna have their own battle royale?
Seems like a lot of work to throw away after 1 year, because battle royale games usually last for years and years and years.
Well, we can't say it that long. Battle royale games are just barely getting big. I think the longest one that's still relevant, quote unquote, has to be PUBG, and that's been out for what, almost 2 years now. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but coming from that, that's a lot of work for studios to do to get their own battle royale. So I don't know how this is gonna work out. I don't know if it's gonna be a yearly thing. I don't know if they're gonna, because the way Fortnite works is the map updates. There's new skins, there's
Every
stuff
week.
like that. Yeah,
Every other week.
yeah, that's why. PUBG, they have updates, but from like guns and stuff like that. But then map never changes. But for Call of Duty, if they do this a
They make
yearly,
new maps for PUBG.
well, yeah, they make new maps too. Yep, no, sorry about that. But the thing is, when it comes to Call of Duty, are we gonna get completely new maps, completely new guns, new playstyle? Because think about it. Oh, the only games that really have these specialists are Black Ops. When it comes to other games, there's different specialists. So there's gonna be different playstyles. So it's just gonna I feel like they should have made it its own standalone thing instead of making it with
Yeah,
the game.
that's what I was saying. I don't think they should have made it attached to Call of Duty. They should have just made it their own game.
No, I
Like, you
think
can even put the Call of Duty name on it, but it
Yeah.
should be
I think it should have been
attached to Black Ops. It could have been Call of Duty Battle Royale or something.
yeah.
Call of Duty Blackout and its own standalone game.
Yeah, because I don't think this is gonna live up, and I hope they're making it for longevity and not for money. That's what I pray. It looks like it, honestly, with how much work they put into it. Because it's crazy ridiculous how good it's doing so far. I think it's been #1 on Twitch for the past 5 days, 4 days, and that's crazy amazing. I don't know if it'll last. Hopefully it will. But
Hopefully it does, because I really want to see the Call of Duty franchise kind of come back to like where it's come from. Because honestly, for like the past, for my experience and like how I felt about the whole franchise is that it was dead and there's no coming back. Because I've played their games before, I know how it plays, and I was just kind of getting bored with everyone that just came out. There was nothing new. They kept putting out the same baloney stuff. And when this one came out in the beta, I really wasn't expecting much. But when the first beta came out and that was the multiplayer, had a ton of fun with that. Then the blackout mode came out. I was completely surprised with how much fun I had. Like, I completely stopped playing all other games and was on that like 24/7. Every time I had a chance to get on, it was Blackout, Call of Duty.
yeah. Oh, my bad. Here, wait a minute. So, you know how we were talking about spawns earlier? Well, I'm reading through the patch right now, and here's one of the patches. Map spawns. We just hit spawns in Domination in yesterday's update. It said some reports of map spawn issues across all multiplayer modes. We're investigating these now and we'll address them in necessary upcoming updates. So, it came to attention that, people were getting spawned on and, getting gunned, and people spawn trapping little Timmy who just bought the game, so.
Yeah, like you could legit, like on firing range, the back area, it's like a bridge leading onto a bridge or something behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the back side. You could legit like shoot someone from that little building right there, the
Yeah.
bathrooms and whatnot, turn around and then run back out there and they would respawn in the same exact spot. Over and over and over.
Yeah, that's one of the patch notes. But the one thing this patch notes doesn't say that gets me worried is that they brought nothing up of custom games or private match. Nothing. There's not even one patch. I don't know how this isn't being talked about, mainly because a lot of the pros are already playing, and they already have a league going for the pros, so they know they're invested in this. They already put a lot of money into this. So why aren't they talking about this? This is a big thing.
But if they do a blackout update before I
They
can
did.
play 8 rounds in S&D, I'm gonna be mad.
They did do a blackout update. They fixed. They addressed an issue that occasionally prevented players from unlocking Ajax, I guess, in blackout, and where trauma kits wouldn't work. But they fixed that now. But I can only go 7 rounds in private match.
Yeah, and I can't switch teams. You allowed the settings for host select, but there's no button to change your team.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I see where they're getting from. I think because I'm pretty sure, like the competitive side, like private match, is probably the lower side, but it's probably their best side that they
You're
have
investing
that.
a lot of money into it.
Yeah, but no, that's the thing. But that's probably the best side that they have because these are the people who are gonna be playing the game all year. Because when it comes to public people who play the game, they probably don't play it that long. They're probably gonna drop it for other games that come out. And Blackout, which is just new, might have people, but some people might leave because I don't know. You know, stuff happens. Because they better keep up with like Fortnite. No offense, but they better keep up and keeping the game fresh. They just have to. But when it comes to competitive side, it might be the lower side, but that is 100% where most of the players stay for the longevity of the game.
I think Fortnite's suffering from the launch of Black Ops 4.
I think 100% it is like.
I have 174 friends of mine, and I usually have about 60 people playing Fortnite. And these are all COD players, because I added people from competitive matches, I don't know any of them. But there would always be about 60 people playing, and now I have 5 on Fortnite and 90 on Black Ops 4.
Yeah, like
But
it's
how long
actually.
will it last?
I think it's gonna last. I think. Okay, so this is what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about Blackout. I know I played a lot in the beta. I haven't dipped into it that much when the full game released. But they need to do something for Blackout. I know it's just the beginning, but we're talking about the future, okay? We're talking about the happening, all right? We're not talking about the now. Blackout needs to update and stay relevant like Fortnite does. Because I don't know if they're going to make new maps. They might. I don't know. I just think they need to do something. And other than that, they're going to fall off.
We should add other guns from old CODs and stuff. To eventually to the point where they have every gun from every old COD or something like that. Because Fortnite has a new gun coming out at least once, twice a month at least.
Well, yeah, but like think about it like
New
this:
gear.
like Fortnite's like is like a different, like it's a different engine. Like Fortnite's created on the base where you can like have like these goofy, like this goofy
Yeah.
shit, like fucking like port of force, and like all that. Like it's really hard trying to keep adding stuff to Blackout like it
There's
is
been
Fortnite.
Call of
So.
Duty games since Call of Duty Online, like
Yeah, but the thing is, like, just adding
multiplayer.
old guns is not gonna make it stay relevant. Like, it's gonna be like, oh, cool.
Do something.
Like, they,
I see what.
Personally, I don't think that people care for that stuff in Fortnite other than the little kids. Like I've never got on and said, "Ooh, a
but the
port
thing
fort."
is,
I'd
the
rather
kids
use
are
it
what
as
buy
sniper.
the game. The kids are who play
I
it.
honestly think a lot of people care about that. I think.
I don't think kids will stick around for Blackout. I don't think it's gonna be a more. It's gonna be an older demographic,
Yeah.
100%.
You think it's gonna be like a PUBG type thing?
Yeah, I can get on Fortnite and win games. Fortnite is an easy game.
Yeah, that's true.
You
I
gonna
mean,
build on
building
that?
is kind of hard, man. Old people don't know
Yeah,
how to
but they
build.
made building so easy with the new controls and the turbo building and all that. They made it just it's
Yeah.
very easy
Yeah, it
compared to
was
what
weird
used to be.
because
I mean-
when I went on Blackout, I couldn't build, so I didn't know what to do. So I just got on my ninja stream and started seeing how he was playing.
He's probably getting wrecked.
Nah, I think he's doing pretty good. I'm not sure. I haven't really seen his streams, but I think he's doing good.
If I
And it's
can,
first
if I
person,
can
so it
remember
takes a
what you
lot more
told
aim.
me,
There's no bloom in Black Ops 4. None of that
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm
no
happy for
skill
that to be
stuff.
gone.
I don't
They
know.
also added the like you don't have to like in the beta for Blackout you had to hold stuff to pick it up. Now you can change it in the
Oh,
settings
yeah.
to just tap it. So which
Was
which
gonna
is,
say,
like fine and dandy.
So much
know-
better.
you know how we're talking about like them adding guns and stuff like that, and they can get
Yeah.
crazy. They can get a little crazy, and they showed us that they can. They added zombies in
Yeah.
the ray gun, like they can
Yeah, there's a
clearly,
ray gun.
like they can clearly get a little crazy. But the point is, wins too much, you know? Because no offense to Fortnite, I think most of us played Fortnite way in the beginning, and I mean way in the beginning. Before there were, I think
I played it
there
like
was no
a week after it
skins.
came out.
Yeah, there was everybody was the same skin. There was no tilted tower. Like it was basically just plain Fortnite, and it was a good game. Don't get me wrong. It's still, it's okay now, but they just kept adding crazy
Don't
and crazy
sugarcoat it.
stuff. They kept adding crazy and crazy stuff, and I
I
think
don't think
that
it's necessarily that they add crazy stuff. It's
I
that they
heard-
neglect the problems and add crazy stuff.
yeah,
They don't fix things.
because like when Portal 4 came out, I was like, okay, that's a little okay, take that away. They had a Portal Fortress. Who asked for that? I don't think, like, I'm not saying you have to ask for stuff, but I'm not saying don't add stuff that's unnecessary. Yeah, like,
I feel like at this point, I mean, talking about Fortnite, they've already ran out of ideas. Think about it. Porta Fortress, Porta Fort. Rocket launcher at the beginning, and now you got a rocket launcher that can shoot 4 rockets. At this point, I'm
Yeah.
just like, all right, they're just making it like, I don't know, but
Try to
that
make it as
game,
childish as possible. They know their demographic.
yeah, they do.
they're doing a good job at it. I mean, these kids are mad addicted to it. The other day I saw a YouTube video, and there was a mom all pissed off. She started ranting to Epic Games. You made my child mad at me. Every weekend I have to buy him a new skin.
So bringing it, so
When I don't buy him a skin, he gets upset.
so bringing it full circle. I think Blackout is gonna have to do like they're gonna have to keep it fresh. I'm not necessarily saying they have to make a meteor come from the fucking sky and make everybody change their whole game style. I'm just saying they need to make it fresh. Something to change it up every month, maybe every 2 months. I'm not saying they should change it right away, but one thing I do want to talk about is where are they gonna make their money? Because let's be honest, Fortnite is a crazy
There's gonna
game.
be some kind of microtransaction. If you
No,
don't
no, no,
think so, you're
no,
crazy.
100% there is. But I'm talking about Blackout because Fortnite can have crazy skins.
A
Do you think
skin,
it's-
man.
do you think it's gonna? So I'm thinking, do you think it's gonna be weapon skins or do you think it's gonna be character skins? Because I think it's gonna be
Both.
weapon skins.
100%. Both.
I think it's both.
I don't
I
think
think
so.
it's gonna be a
Black Ops 3,
character
man, there's
skin.
crazy
They're
skins
gonna
in Black Ops 3.
they're gonna go ahead and release a Fortnite skin on Blackout, and you're gonna be able to play as Tfue.
Wow, so innovating.
No, I feel like that's gonna be true. Like you're gonna like if you want like remember Black Ops Ice Cube's character, I forgot his name. Like I feel they're gonna add characters like that you can purchase.
That's why. But why would they
Yes.
add characters instead of skin? I feel like.
Both. I think it's gonna
Well, I
be
mean,
both.
I don't think it's gonna be characters.
Yeah,
I think
I
characters
think
are
this.
gonna
I
be
think
free.
it's gonna be skins for the specialist characters, just like Black Ops 3 had.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
not
How do
gonna
you
try and add.
feel
You
that
had
you
the
can't
pink
get like
battery skin. You had the chrome active camo skin, the space suits for the heat wave guy. I think all that's gonna come in the supply drops. But will it be direct purchase like Fortnite, or you think it's gonna be supply drops for Blackout?
maybe
I
something.
think if they do supply drops, it's gonna be more money. But I think if they do direct purchase, it's just gonna be way more catering to the audience, and people will
Depends
like
how
that
they
better.
price them, too.
I think people are just,
Fortnite skins are expensive. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
ugh,
$20.
They're too expensive.
for,
Honestly,
there's some
I
skins
like-
that are like $40 for the whole thing.
I like the whole idea of the care package, because you have like the rarity of certain items, and I mean, and it's like, man, let's hope if I get it, let's hope if I get it, and there can be like a huge community of just people watching, like for example, YouTube videos, like, care package opening, da 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 da. I mean, I love seeing people open a bunch of shit, and seeing something like that would be pretty like entertaining for I think certain people.
Yeah. There's an audience for
It's
everything.
annoying when it doesn't go your way though.
All right, man.
And then they clickbait it.
Yeah.
I'll put a thumbnail with a rare's gun and be like, "Look what I got today!" Exclamation! Exclamation!
Now, the one thing
Smart.
so to bring all around back, the one thing that we're probably not gonna mainly be talking about is probably zombies, because we played only one match I think so far, and
I
people
haven't played it.
Yeah, but I
I haven't played Zombies or Blackout, and don't
I love it.
plan to for a while.
Zombies
I'll
is
probably play Zombies soon.
Zombies is different. They changed a lot, and they actually tell you that right in the beginning. They tell you right in the beginning.
Yeah, I've seen the difficulties and stuff.
Yeah,
I
so
don't know
there's
how
a
I feel about
tutorial
that
now.
though,
There's
because
a
that makes it
tutorial.
easier.
There's an actual like they actually say that they changed so much that they actually have a tutorial now. Like it's actually ridiculous. But I think all right. So I just want to ask this real quick, since we're coming up end on this topic. What are you guys' thoughts on the game in general? You guys think this is the best COD for how long, or do you guys think this is the best game out right now for longevity and content?
I think this is probably the most fun I've had with the Call of Duty since honestly the last one that I can actually say had fun and I was like so to speak addicted to it would probably have to be I don't know if it was Black Ops 2 or I mean that's how far it goes because all these Call of Duties that came out like within then it was just I was playing it because of the franchise, because of the name, because there was nothing else out there.
Yeah.
Nowadays we have such a wide variety that it's like, oh, if I want to play something else, I can go ahead and play it. But I mean, I feel like I'm gonna be playing this game until hopefully over the next year, and
Modern
if they
Warfare
can just
4.
whenever that comes out. But I mean, other than that, I feel like this game just it went above and beyond, especially with how they were thinking about like the next step.
What did you give it? What would you give it, Flip? What's your rating?
I want to give this game probably like an 8.75 out of 10. There's certain things that could be fixed, and then like I said, like we talked about, the longevity. How long can they keep us entertained? So that's
Yeah.
what I want to find out, because Fortnite nailed it on the head. Like with every season that came out, I was pretty entertained, kind of trying to find out, man, what are they up to next? What are they gonna do now? And it's been almost over a year now with Fortnite, and they're still somewhat relevant.
Yeah.
So now, since we have another battle royale and another franchise and a AAA game
Yeah.
coming out, let's hope they can step it up and try and keep going.
Eddie?
My personal opinion, the last game I was like like I enjoyed the most was Black Ops 3. Like that game had me playing day in day out. Like no, actually Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3, because Black Ops 2 I max pursuits like 3 times. Like that thing just kept me playing and playing. But I feel like this game still needs a lot of work, more than it needs, more than it shows. Like it's just gonna come and you're gonna just be able to see it as we keep playing the game. But for now, it's one of the most like it's the best card that I feel like in these last few years, in my opinion.
What would you give it?
I'm really excited for the future. My rating would probably be like a 8.5, only because I feel that one, there are like way major things that need to be fixed, like the spawns, but that's usual for most like you said earlier, most Treyarch games. And then two, because I don't see like new things coming. I feel like they made it like a standard but good. Like I don't know how to explain it better than that, but I feel like it's really hard to come up with better ideas, you know.
Yeah. Pibble?
Okay, I'm not gonna speak on the Blackout because I don't plan on playing it at all, really, or zombies. But for multiplayer, I like the game. Competitive got neglected a little bit as they didn't test out if we can play more than 7 rounds within the 3 years of developing the game. And the perks and stuff are all a little weird and kind of useless. But the health is my main complaint. All the other stuff can be fixed. The health won't change. I don't like it. It doesn't feel like Call of Duty. But I'll play the game throughout the year probably, especially competitively. Pubs, haven't cared for pubs in years. So to rate the game, I'd probably give it like a 6.5 or a 7. I mean, that can go up, but we need a bunch of changes.
Alright, man. I think they did good. I think this is the best COD we've had since, I want to say, may the Lord have mercy on me for saying this, AW. Because AW I found entertaining. Nah, Black Ops 3 was fun, but it's broken. It reminds me of this game, which I'm scared they're gonna do with with this game is what they're gonna do to Black Ops 3. I don't know if you guys remember, Black Ops 3 was a great game, but it was broken out to all hell, and it kind of reminds me of this. Like, Treyarch is great at listening at feedbacks for some stuff, but for some stuff they just neglect, and I don't know why. Maybe there's issues. I don't know. I'm not a developer. I can't get in their heads. But I think this game's great. I think it has great potential. Will they grab it and use it? I don't know. I don't think so. Hopefully they will. I don't know how Blackout's going to play. Multiplayer needs some work, but it's fun to all hell. I'm going to give this, I want to say like, I don't know, a 7, an 8. I don't know, around there. It could be good, but it's good, but it could be better. You know, I think that's where we're just going to leave it off. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, we're gonna move away. You know, we're talking about Call of Duty's great and all, but you know, like we said earlier, there's other games. We're open to the horizon. Did you guys hear about Red Dead? Red Dead 2 in the new trailer?
Oh, I saw the trailer. That shit was dope.
Already own it.
Hey, oh, did you pre-order Red Dead?
Yeah, I'm already bought it.
Oh wow, you already bought it? Okay, did you buy the regular edition or which edition did you buy?
The regular for now. I'll upgrade it if I see fit to.
Okay.
Like I didn't upgrade Call of Duty till Friday, right before it came
Is
out.
that your friend?
Yeah, it's him. Now, when it comes to Red Dead, so I was reading it, and they talked about a lot of stuff that they're introducing to Red Dead, but the one thing I wanted to talk about from Red Dead is I thought that's gonna be a little funny how they do it, and I'm pretty sure it's to see how the audience is gonna take it. But you know that Red Dead's getting a battle royale.
Oh, really?
Red Dead's getting a battle
I
royale.
didn't know that.
They're having the
didn't know that
beta.
either.
I don't know when the beta is, but they're having a beta soon, and they're making their own battle royale.
Personally, I'm gonna disagree with them doing that.
I can see why they're doing it. Like,
I see it for the money.
Yeah,
and the
like-
audience and people want it, but we don't need that.
Yeah. And then, okay, here we go. Let me read this from the news article. While it's safe to assume that these sort of missions will return, there are long lingering rumors of the appearance of a battle royale. Rockstar has recently confirmed that a public beta for that online mode is scheduled for a month after the game's launch. So, after the game's out, they're gonna have the beta for the battle royale. I think that's gonna be fun. I think
That doesn't sound bad because it sounds like they're not prioritizing it
yeah,
over.
the actual game.
But still, I'd rather have that time invested into the game. I got my taste of Battle Royale with Fortnite. Played the game way too much.
Maybe there are people who said, "Hey, I want to play a Rockstar game, but a battle royale." Not because if you think about it, GTA 5 had battle royale game modes that were pretty popular.
Yeah, but they weren't super in depth as a whole game would be.
Well, yeah, but now they're doing it.
Or
Now
as
they're actually putting the
Blackout
time.
is.
But I mean, I could understand Rockstar's done an exceptional job of entertaining like
Amazing.
a bunch of people, and they've done such a good job with advertising. I mean, really getting a game out there and actually making a fun game to play, especially with friends. I mean, I want to see what they're able to bring with Red Dead, like Battle Royale. I mean, I played now a few Battle Royales and they have the same aspect, but it's just what they can bring different to the table.
Yeah, how
I
do you do
mean,
different?
riding a bunch of horses or shooting guns. I mean, I've never played. I can actually not speak very like low about Red Dead since I've actually barely played the first one. But I haven't even pre-ordered Red Dead 2. It's a game that I've never been really that interested in. But maybe it gets a lot of hype this year, and then maybe I decide to buy it. I mean, you never know.
I just want to bring this out real quick. I think me, Pitbull, and Flip are big fans of Rockstars and everything they've done. Eddie hates GTA 5 for some reason and says it's boring, so I'm just gonna put him out there.
Boring.
Yeah, well, just your opinion is excused.
No, why do you find GTA 5
whatever,
boring, man? No,
hillbilly.
no. So I want to know why GTA 5 is boring to you, man. Like,
To
in
me,
all honesty.
honestly, in all honesty, I played the shit out of it.
What?
and-
what?
Like,
how much
like,
time do
no,
you have in the game?
how much
Do you
time
know?
I probably
Can you
have?
give a
Like,
guess?
yeah, I have a good guess. I'll probably lowball it than high it. Probably 200 hours.
How many days is that? Do the math, right? Give me the days. I don't care about the hours. That's what, maybe
Like
a little
like
less
I
than
said,
10 days? 7,
yeah, a
8
little less
days?
than yeah,
I
whatever.
have 70
It's
days
probably
played on the
yeah,
game.
you
And
know,
I can get on it right
like I
now.
said, I lowballed it, so it might be a lot more, it might be less or whatever.
I
But
have
no, it's
70
probably
days
more than
played.
that.
And I can get on it right now and probably play for 4 or 5 hours and not be bored.
But the thing is, like, it was fun only playing with friends, but it didn't really grab onto me for the long run, especially for like the heist missions. Like, it was like, oh, it's cool, it's something, and then like after a couple hours, I just get bored of it, and then like I'd rather be playing some other game than that game. Like, it's just like, I don't know, it stopped reaching to me. Like, I just lost interest in it. Same with like Overwatch. That game I have more than like 80 days played on it, but then one day it just like I'm done. Like, I'm bored. Like, it doesn't interest me. So it's a matter of like me feeling interested in it, and I have no interest of GTA 5 anymore.
Wait, so are you bored of the game because you got bored of the game, or are you bored of the game because of stuff that's happened? You know, like, oh, you didn't find the game to be very entertaining, or you found the game to be a way too.
No, I got bored of it. I just got bored of it.
So you just got bored of playing it? Like, you didn't find anything fun to stay on there? You thought there was nothing?
Nope. Nah, yeah, nothing.
Oh, damn. Alright, I feel like, damn. Alright then.
Yeah.
So you don't think the game's bad, you're just bored of it.
Yeah.
No, the game's not bad. Fuck no. Like, are you kidding me? It's like those games, especially now. How many years has it gone by for with GTA 5? Like 5?
I think
Five.
Yeah,
5.
5.
That's ridiculous.
Like, as a game, like a game that's like that is like not boring. If you think it's boring and it's not good, you're stupid. Like, hands down. Like,
Okay, so you just got bored of it. So.
yeah, I just
I
got
think
bored.
you played the game wrong. I think you put
Oh
too
yeah,
much.
I was like a
You put
pedestrian. I'd
too
walk on the side of
much.
like on the
Nah, you
sidewalk.
put too
I drove.
much like faith in the mission and stuff like that. Instead of just playing the game and driving around and
GTA
blowing
is
stuff
amazing
up
for the
and killing people.
occurrences.
Yeah, I played all. I don't even think I played all the missions, and I might have played all the heists maybe 2 times, and I wouldn't have cared if they never brought the heist. It's not important to me. The game's just fun to get on and screw around on and explore
I mean,
and just have a good time.
I think it's because
That's
I'm
one.
more of like
Alright, we're trailing off
Sorry,
a
I'll
bit.
just
This
say
isn't
one more
about
thing. Yeah.
GTA 5. This is about Red Dead, and it's Battle Royale, okay? So, we're trailing off, man. We're talking about GTA 5 as a whole game
yeah.
now.
I mean,
We can
you
go on for
asked
days.
me. You asked me.
No, I asked you why I was
Like,
bored.
why-
No, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying we're trailing off a
That dude,
bit.
yeah, yeah.
It was like, no, I felt attacked.
No, it's a good game, but we're trailing off. You know, we're talking about Rockstar and why their Battle Royale, why we should be interested in their Battle Royale. It's Rockstar, of course. They make amazing games. They're one of the honestly the best studios for me out there right now with their free DLCs on GTA 5. Even though you do have to grind for the money, the free DLCs were amazing. The
Yes,
content they put
grind.
into the DLC was amazing. Like, it's just the time they put and effort into this stuff is amazing. So I want to see them do that in a battle royale and not just throw their money at it and just hopefully get money from it. Like, I think they actually can do some good with it, and maybe it'll be different. Maybe it won't just be like a regular battle royale. Maybe it's gonna be something different. You know, you never know. No one's gonna say anything to that. No one's gonna.
No.
Nah, that's-
Nah, fuck that.
I just think that I'm just
like
strictly over the battle royale hype. It got old to me. I don't care. I just want to play Red Dead. Doubt I'll even play the battle royale, just like Call of Duty Blackout.
This Red Dead's gonna be the first Red Dead I've played. I've never played a Red Dead before. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah,
I'ma send
I've
you my
never
history
gone
right
around
now.
jumping on horses, fetching ladies who a mistress in what is it? A mistress in distress,
Yeah.
a damsel in distress, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's what Red Dead's all about. I ain't about cowboy boots. I'm about futuristic soldiers, baby. Yeehaw, yeehaw to that.
All right, so let's stop talking about the battle royale, man, and let's start moving into the aspects of the actual game. I think this is all for single player. Hopefully they. So I remember in GTA 5 there was hunting, but they never implemented it online. They said they were, but they never did. But
No animals either.
yeah, hopefully they can do this for Red Dead though. I think they can, because it's it's the future. But there's a lot. They're changing a lot of stuff. Like now, supposedly you can inspect actual single thing. So let's say you see a can on the shelf in a store, you can actually inspect that one thing. It's not like a menu or something if you want to buy. And I know one thing is you have to start eating now in the story. Like this is all I think mostly story based since we haven't had much
Very
of it.
immersive.
Yeah, like I heard the game is just very immersive. Like you have to eat, you have to take showers. Like they're changing a lot. There's an honor system that they're bringing
What?
into the game. Like if you're bad, I think you some shit happens, and if you're good, some
Wait.
shit happens.
You said in Red Dead, right? This is all about Red Dead.
Yeah, Red Dead 2.
It's gonna be a
I mean, it's not.
super
It sounds like you're talking about like my life, my real life. I mean, why go jump on a horse on the game when I can do it in real life? Why not? Why go do bad stuff in the game when I can do it in real life?
Oh, you know it's one thing.
Take showers? Okay, anything else but taking showers, I feel like that's like an extent. It's like my character, I have to go and take him a shower. It's like, I don't even want to take my dog a shower sometimes.
think
Oh my god,
it'll
you take my
have to be- I think it'll just be
character.
I
Yes,
feel
like
like
that
they're
can
changing
help
it to
you.
The Sims, man.
Pretty cool. Because I don't think it's gonna be like you can shower in GTA. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, you
I don't think
can.
it's
Yeah,
gonna-
but it's not like
Yeah.
if
I don't
you
think it's
if
gonna
you
be
don't
like,
do it.
oh, don't shower, you're gonna get a
They're gonna have a
disease and
mission.
die. I don't think it's gonna.
No, it's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be no. So the way they described it is they said if you don't take a shower, NPCs are gonna notice and they're gonna start saying stuff,
Yeah,
and some
it's
people
gonna
can
shake your
act some way. Yeah, like some people are gonna start acting different towards you. But the one thing you are
You a
is
dirty cowboy.
but the one thing you are gonna have to do is you're gonna have to eat. They said that if you don't eat, you're gonna start having trouble running. You're gonna be dizzy. Like so those are your characters gonna start fucking up basically. So I thought that was pretty immersive. But you know that
very cool.
That's
And there's
feel
over
like in the
200
walkthrough-
species of animals in the game. Man. Like,
yeah, there's a
it's
lot of animals.
ridiculous.
I
will
bet
get-
they're gonna try to show you how to shower. This is the shampoo, and then you put it on your hair.
Hey, maybe a lady comes in. All right, enough of the point. But so they said that you're gonna be able to see your weapons that you have on you, and I want to. So I know in most RPG games, you have the magical backpack that you could just have an RPG and everything on you.
Yeah.
But in Red Dead, they
12
said
gauge out.
yeah. But in Red Dead, they said that the guns you have on you, you're gonna be able to see. So I want to know how many weapons you're gonna be able to carry, and if that's gonna go on to multiplayer. You know. Because what if you have to switch stuff out? Maybe it says you can't have this rifle because you have to trade in your
I think that's
pistol.
good.
I think that
It'll
is
make you
good.
pick and choose.
I think that is. Oh, and one thing people might like is you can fish in this game. That's new. So if you want
It
to,
is
Huh.
fun.
yeah.
like I said, if I can do it in the
I think
real
I'll play a
world,
lot
I don't
of
want to
Red
do it in the game. I can't shoot a gun in the real world. I can't kill people. I can go
You,
fishing.
you better be asking your neighbor, hey, you want to go fishing? Yeah, all right, come over. He's like, he brings all his equipment. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I thought we were going fishing. No, on the game. You're like, oh.
Hey man,
You
maybe.
take over your fucking life.
Hey, so Red Dead's gonna basically make me clean my tackle box, and if I don't clean the tackle box, I can't catch fish. It's gonna be at that point.
Flip saying that he's gonna play the game more.
Yeah, like
If you get a sunburn while fishing, do you have to put sunscreen?
Clean my shoes or I can't walk right.
there's a lot of
You
stuff.
step on horse shit, you're gonna have to go get the hose.
You're supposed to become attached to your horse too. Like your horse is gonna be yours rather
Oh,
than some
really?
random horse.
That makes sense though. That's like a very story thing. All right, well, we got our all right, Flip. How excited are you for Red Dead? Red Dead 2, to be honest.
Excited or anticipation, I can actually honestly tell you the truth that I would probably give it like under percentage or like a rating.
Nah, just tell me your feelings, man. No ratings or.
Are you,
Honestly,
like,
I'm
is
not
it on
that
the back
anticipated
burner?
about it. I'm not that anticipated about it. I don't have very strong feelings about the game just because, and this is not because I've played it before. This is because I've never played it before, and probably I don't know the aspects of the game. I'm talking shit about it because I don't understand it, and I'm having a little fun with it. But I feel if like I were actually to play the game, I'd probably be into it and actually try to have fun. But I would say not that I'm not that excited for it.
Eddie?
I'm gonna say the same thing as Flip. Like, anticipation. I'm probably gonna wait till Black Friday, and if it's like a 35-40 game, I'll maybe pick it up, but I'm not gonna jump out of it.
Really? Damn.
Like,
All right.
yeah,
That makes sense though. Coming from your aspect, you didn't really
yeah.
find GT5 that fun. People, well, you already pre-ordered, so I'm guessing.
Well,
Yeah, I can't wait. I love the first Red Dead. I like all the Rockstar games.
Yeah, I'm
I
with
think
people
I'll
on that.
play this game probably as long as and as much as I did GTA 5. Like I said, I have 70 days on GTA. So.
Yeah, I'm with people on that. I think I'm real
can't
excited
wait.
for it. Yeah, like I'm so excited. Like Rockstar does an amazing job with these games. Like they're getting better and better as a studio, which is crazy. Coming from games like San Andreas and but coming from games like that. I can't name other games of Rockstar games off the top of my head. You can say Bully and stuff like that.
Max Payne, Midnight Club, Bully.
Yeah, man, you can say stuff like that. But I'm excited, man. I really am. I don't know what version I'm gonna get. I know they had some trouble with them making people pay for extra content. I know if you got like the Crazy Edition, you would get like extra missions, and I know if you got the biggest edition, you wouldn't even get the game in it. I know they had trouble, but I think they're gonna fix that, and I'm excited for this, man. Hopefully the battle royale is good, you know. But I'm just excited, so I can't wait, honestly. Hopefully
here's
it's good.
another game that I want to talk about. I don't know if you guys, Fallout 76.
Buying it immediately.
I
Never cared
will.
for
So
Fallout
the reason I don't
games,
want to talk
so-
about it in this one is because the beta is gonna come out, and that's when I want to talk about it.
Oh yeah, the beta
Mm.
is
The beta is gonna come out,
Alright.
and that's what I want
Yeah.
to talk about. So I think we
Yeah.
should save this. So I don't want to talk about it yet, but I'm excited for that game as well. Like that's my number one game this year that I'm excited for. I paid for the most expensive edition, like 200. So fuck yeah, I'm excited. All right, next thing I want to
Well,
talk
I mean-
about. It's all right. We're gonna cut it there, man, because we're running out of time, man. But the next thing I want to talk about, it's just in game related, but I wanted to get it interesting in here. I wanted it to be fun. A little
Sex.
girl brought crack cocaine from a preschool thinking it was teeth in New York.
What the
Oh
fuck?
man,
What?
Hold on, she did what?
where's she
Hold on, what?
live? In the projects?
I didn't hear it. What happened? again?
So, a little girl brought crack cocaine from preschool, thinking it was teeth home.
Thinking it was teeth.
Yeah, and then so what
She
happened
got it
is
from her school and brought
yeah,
it
so,
home.
so the preschool owner thinks that someone threw the drugs over the fence into the schoolyard in the Bronx, and
Oh, this is in the Bronx. We don't have to talk anymore. Oh.
so basically, so the mother supposedly, I guess, found it under her pillow, and it was the whole tooth fairy thing, and she found it, and then I think the mom knew what it was, you know, and it's these little box. I don't know why the daughter's stealing teeth, putting it under her pillow, you know, it's theft, you know, you gotta get your child in
Get
check.
$1, man. It's the Bronx. Times hard.
So what ended up happening is, so the daughter was acting really hyper, and then I guess she told the officer and her mom that the rocks tasted terrible. So the little girl not only found them, she took taste of the crack cocaine, bro. She ate some of it.
She's trying to have a good day at school.
She's trying to get ahead. No, man.
But what are we talking about here? What are we, our opinion on it or what?
She better make
No,
that
I just want to talk
macaroni
about
alright.
it. Like, I want to know who y'all blaming that on. Y'all blaming it on the school? Like, I think.
I blame it on the mother. What kind of
I'm
stuff is
blaming
that?
it on the location.
Well, nah, you can't
dude,
blame
you
the
know
location.
Bronx.
Nah,
No,
you know where
it's,
you live, you know what
it's-
to expect. If you live in the ghetto, you're gonna expect shootouts and robberies and stuff. You know where you live.
and
you know
ghetto
what to
stuff like
expect.
that. People throwing
Yeah.
shit like that over the
Yeah,
fence.
You know
Yeah,
what to
it's the
expect. You know where you
it's
live.
the bro. It's
Alright,
the
this
location.
All right, so I want everybody to know that we're not talking shit on people in low standards in the ghetto. I come from. I'm living with 4 people in like a 1-room type situation. It's not that great. Eddie, you know, I don't know what he's been doing. Pitbull
Me-
lives in the middle of the woods. Shit's next to outhouse.
My
know,
net
like-
worth is 4.2 billion, so you can't speak about me.
We're not wealthy here, and we're not shitting on people who live in the ghetto. We're just saying, you know, it's expected what's to be
Nah,
expected.
yeah. Yeah, like when
Yeah.
I was in middle school, we had a lockdown because some dude came out naked in our middle school and with a
Oh.
gun, naked with a fucking gun. I'm
Yo,
not even fucking
So
joking.
that situation is horrible. Why do you have to come naked?
I don't know. This
drugs,
guy
man,
was a
that
fucking
crack
psychopath. Like all we
Which
did,
one you
like
got? he told
I
her
was
which.
in my lunch, and all we hear is the bell start ringing, like announcement speakers, like, please get in the room. It's like there's a man nearby. And then sooner or later, I look through a window because I'm a little metiche. I see a naked guy with a gun, and he's
Which one do you
running
want to get
across the
shot with?
field. And we were like, we all was like, I started cracking up, but I guess it was a big deal. This guy was a psychopath. Well, yeah, made my
Listen,
middle
hey,
school.
it is what it is.
Yeah,
I
like
think this comes down to
But
school
so
security.
like Hafa said, I'm not shitting on people. Like it's just shit that happens. But, like some places more than others.
What do you want to tell the school to prevent that? Like check the
Honestly,
fences for crack
I
cocaine
think it
flying
should I think
over.
it shouldn't even
Like,
be like a freaking question anymore. Like I think
that's
it
just a
should be
freak
like
accident. It'll
improved
never happen
security
again.
in every damn school now. Like
so.
Nah,
there's
they don't
like
want to do
gun
that. That's
shooting. Like it's just the necessary thing that you have now. Like
I know,
if you
I
don't
know,
have security,
I know the mom removed the daughter from the school and
problem solved.
demanded the school to be shut down. But I think they ended up getting a quote from somebody, and or they got a quote from somebody. I'm not sure if it was a mother or somebody, but it says, "We've been in this neighborhood for over 40 years, and nothing like this has ever happened." Joseph said, "Unfortunately, we live in a high-risk neighborhood, and it's a neighborhood that you know what goes on in these neighborhoods that are high risk."
So yeah,
Yeah, it's like
it's a freak accident, man. How many
Yeah.
times did it happen? A kid got crack cocaine that flew over the fence into the schoolyard. Probably never ever happened before. It's a freak accident. Move on with it. The kid did. The kid wasn't harmed. The kid didn't
oh, I didn't read this.
hospitalized or anything like that.
Oh my god. I guess when the daughter told the mom and the officer the rocks taste terrible, while she was doing it, she put one of the pieces in her mouth again.
what?
Ooh. Yeah,
This-
she knew
She got
exactly what she was
addicted.
doing.
Yeah, and
Shit's
it's another
called
thing,
addiction.
man. Like, you gotta teach your kids, man. Like, don't be eating random stuff, like putting random stuff in your mouth. I never did that. I never went outside eating rocks ever.
No, you ate a
I
You
ate some
ate a
grass,
squirrel.
but
Oh, Flip
I
did
mean,
eat some grass. Flip did eat
I ate some grass. I got really dizzy after, and I was laughing a lot, and I got hungry.
You want to tell him that story real quick?
I never did anything like that.
So I found this piece of grass on the concrete, and I ate it.
No,
And I got really hungry. My eyes were bloodshot
Tell him the
red.
real story. Tell him the real story.
What's
Alright.
No, so my back in first grade, I had a best friend. His name was Jonathan, and we would used to role play. So we would role play as a bunch of cows, and we'd just be eating grass and mooing the whole time.
What kind of shit is that?
See, man, when stuff like that happens, man, I don't know if it's your intelligence, your IQ. I can't speak. I never thought I'm a role play a cow and eat grass.
Again, Pitbull, you live in the woods.
Yeah, and I don't even do that. So what's the
Yeah,
problem?
man, you are role playing as a cow, man. I like how y'all said like, "Yo, man, what do you want to be today?" I don't know, man. I'm thinking a cow. They
What?
got on
Why?
all fours.
I want
started-
some
Yeah,
teats.
Oh, man,
Flip probably had his shirt off. He's like,
I mean,
suck on my
after-
titties so you get milk.
After we were done eating the grass, I mean, I pretended to be the baby cow and suck the milk out of the udder. So I got some milk.
I hope you're lying, man. I hope you're lying, man.
The teacher was role playing too for some
No,
reason.
They do it.
applications
Apparently,
right
it's a
now.
special, it's a special ritual they do at Mexico with the goats. They said they do it with the cows too.
Alright then, that's all I want.
And Mexican and Goofy, we're taking applications right now. Oh, no grass eaters though.
I think the last thing I want to talk
Fucking
about
vegan.
is during the recording of this podcast, there's a big thing going on, and I know we all know about it, and I don't think nobody we know has been affected by it. But the PS4 hacks going on with the messages, that's crazy.
Amazing
Shit.
stuff, man.
Dude, that's
That's
a lot.
crazy.
Like that's the biggest criticism thing than when the Koreans or whoever fucking shut down our PSN network for a whole freaking like a month or so.
Who has had iPhone for a while now? Eddie, you had iPhone?
Well, I know what you're gonna speak
yeah, I
of.
have an iPhone.
I know what you're gonna speak of the messaging thing, right? That happened on iPhones.
Yeah.
So they bring
Yeah.
that up in this article
Oh,
about
yeah.
the PS4 hacks. They said that this is something that just happened like in the iPhone in 2015, where you put a unique string of characters and it would crash an iPhone.
Yeah. I would
Yeah,
recommend that to
dude.
everybody.
Yeah, I was too. Like I had my
It didn't
teacher's
break
phone
it, it just
numbers.
turned it off and turned it
Yeah,
back on. It wouldn't
I had my
break it.
teacher's phone numbers. I would do that shit.
So
It pissed
Everyone
them
had
off.
that.
so when it comes to this
But
hack, I don't know. I want to clear this up for people who don't know about it. So the way is you get a message from PSN, like PlayStation, and you open it up on your console, and it would make your console basically see patterns. Like you would receive the message, and then your controllers would stop, and sounds would fail. And then if you tried resetting the console, it would just go in like a loop or something that I heard. And then after that, it would just be unable to go. And the only way was to manually shut it down,
Yeah, you
or
gotta go
you
to a safe menu and whatnot.
yeah, you had to go to save menu, and you had to reboot your whole console. So you delete everything on your console, but you can re-download, of course, your account and everything. But that's just a lot of time spent to do some
Yeah.
stuff.
Someone sending you a
Yeah.
message. If
Yeah,
you
So,
never
like-
even just turned it off, I think that would be. This is a little bit too serious. 'Cause
like,
if it
yeah, no,
happens
the
to me,
devastation that this does. Sorry, I don't mean to
I
cut you off.
gotta take someone out.
Cause think
Yeah.
about it. Cause
If
when
somebody doesn't even enter my house and they know how to break my PlayStation, I'm gonna be so mad at Sony. I'm gonna have a lawsuit, baby.
No, but the thing is, like, the devastation that comes from this is, like, you have so many games that take so much time, and not everybody has the best download speed to be downloading it, like, as quick as possible. Like, might take days
Yeah.
until you do.
And as
Now,
far
the
as we
thing with
know,
iPhone,
all it does is brick. I mean, it could tear some places up for all. You know, I don't know. This just
Yeah.
started. I have no idea.
yeah.
I'm not sure when you
like-
factory reset your console, does
What
it
happens if
delete?
you don't reset it?
That's why. Does it? Oh, so if you don't reset, there's another way that I heard. I heard that you can go through the PlayStation mobile app and delete the message through there. But that's what some people are saying. But I think most people are gonna have
Yeah.
the factory reset, which is just a big move, you know.
But the way to prevent you from this, what I've learned, is you should go on your PlayStation, go to the home menu, settings, and then you go to account management. From there, go to privacy settings, enter your account login, and then right there you can go to messages, and you can just people who send messages, set it to friends only.
See, I don't know
And
why
that
you.
can,
I don't know why you instructed it. I was gonna do that,
Hey.
but this is probably gonna come out a week after, and it's probably gonna
But
be
look,
fixed.
Personally, I don't even think that's a fix, man. Because I don't mean, how many people do you have on your friends list that you don't know? I mean,
I have a lot.
I know
send you
everybody.
messages. How many people do y'all have? On
I
friends
just
list?
don't look at my messages. I got
I
like,
have 848 friends.
I have 264.
I have
You guys are popular. I got,
848
like, 15 friends.
I know 20 of them, maybe 20 or 30 of them, maybe. And you know, these are all people from the COD community. You know, the COD community is pretty scummy, so.
yep. A lot of people are just.
I'd set
assholes.
mine to none, but you can't do that because when I set it to none, I didn't even get a party invitation, even though it's not a message.
Just
I
don't.
get that.
Just turn off the notifications. Just turn off notifications. That's what I do.
I've been having notifications off for years now.
Just do that. Just turn off notifications. Don't look at your messages till this is fixed. And they tried getting quote from Sony. Sony hasn't said shit, and it's been like a day. And this is literally breaking people's consoles, man. This is a big thing. Sony needs to say something.
Nah, stay in the shadow. Pretend like you didn't notice it. It'll fix itself. It'll wean
I don't
itself
use turn
out.
signals because I don't want people seeing see me switch lanes. Shit.
It'll wean itself
to the
out.
cop behind you.
We're just
I
saying.
never use turn signals.
Alright, we're getting off topic now. Alright, so one person who ended up getting the message from the hack said that there was literally just a question mark in the message. And I'm not
What
sure if
the
it's
fuck?
attached. I'm not sure if it's attached to the message that what crashes it, or if it's the message. I think it's what's attached to the message or something. Cause
Yeah,
Well,
do
you
have
can
to
copy
open
a
it or
link.
just receive it. How does
I
it
think
work?
No,
I think you
messages
ha-
can come with links.
that's why I
I
think.
don't think you have to open it, Shig, because think about who
So-
got bricked by it. Scumpy, Imbos, they're pros. They have notifications. I don't think never open messages. They would have no reason to open a message or even look at their messages.
I think
I'm
you
thinking
have.
it's just you receive it or something. and
I
it
can look it up if you guys want me to. I'll look it up. But keep talking about
There's
it.
no
man.
reason for those people to
Actually,
be
yeah, that I
So-
was thinking that
so,
yesterday. I was like, why would Scumpy
If
like just
you,
open a
if
random
you,
message?
oh shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
So if you open this message, it basically crashes your system, right?
Yeah, try it out right now, Flip. I
So
sent you a
one of my
message.
friends, they opened a message while they were driving and they crashed. So is it similar?
I call that texting and driving.
No, I think it's texting and driving. It's one of those click it or ticket situations there.
Oh, like the turn signal thing.
I'm turning retard in the turn.
I still
man.
think when you
Wait.
turn lanes, you should just be able to yell, "I'm turning left," and it's like
You
it
should
should
just
be
see the
like
brake
that.
lights and know I'm about to turn.
I don't know.
I mean, let's hope PlayStation fixes this as soon as possible.
It's gonna
But
be
I'm not
fixed.
gonna be adding
Yeah,
any
it
more
is.
friends or looking at messages, which I mean I never get any forever alone. You know what I'm saying? But it's just I'm not.
You're with
I've
someone.
never
Shut up.
really. Well, I've got my girl, but I ain't got no friends.
My question is,
What am
the
I?
main reason I brought this up is I wanted to ask whose fault is that in this situation? Is it Sony's or is it the people's doing it? I think it's the people
It's the
doing
people's
it.
Sony's.
People
Sony's.
doing it.
Sony's.
No.
The people doing it.
No, there's no
Who
way.
thinks they have to
Flip
protect
Sony.
against that?
Flip, why Sony, man? Why is it Sony?
Because Sony needs to. Oh, okay. So I think it's Sony because why are they sending out consoles where if I can put like a caption or a hashtag
It's a hack,
and my whole
though.
fucking
It's not-
console will
it's not just
freeze?
it's not just a caption, it's a hack. It just looks that way.
So tell me these dudes are sending emoticons as messages on my PlayStation and it's freezing my freaking console. I mean, this is bogus. I paid
Well,
$200 for my console. Christmas date.
Shouldn't protect against freak accidents. A lot of money to go into something like security of something that probably won't happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on a little bit of a line
Console
here.
came out
Little
5 years
rant.
ago. This happened one time.
Yeah.
What's up, Eddie?
So it could be both on PlayStation and the hackers. Now, PlayStation, there's been several times where random people have been sending me messages and they're bots, like hey, female, like
Oh,
ASL, like shit like that, and they're bots. Now that's been going on for like almost a year now, and Sony has not done a thing about it.
Mm.
So I can see why there's security was so easily hacked with this, you know. So that's like maybe one part of Sony, like they're not serious about their security, which
Nah,
is
let me
why they
play
could do it.
some devil's
But, like-
advocate here, because
Alright.
I get those messages all the time on Instagram. They're not harmful. I got one yesterday.
They're not harmful, but like,
harmful. There's
but
no
really,
point.
And he
like, you
opened it
shouldn't
up.
be.
The girl
you
one from
shouldn't
it. Did you hear
like,
that? He
Yeah,
opened
nah.
it up.
It's very easy to make a fake PlayStation account. I doubt it's in like there's like a group of hackers hacking accounts and some messages.
Lizard Squad?
Yeah, it's just probably
There's
just
God.
companies trying to push their company. They make a PSN account, send people random people messages. I'm sure there's a thing where you can look up people's names. I even think the messages sometimes tell you where they get your name from.
Really? What the hell?
Yeah, I've
But
had a few of them
it's-
like that.
At the same time, the hacker point, even like hacking has become it's becoming a huge thing now because everything's technology. Hackers have been like around for ages now, and it's just getting bigger and bigger issue.
It's huge, dude. You
Even
know
like
that there's a-
industries are
'Cause they're
paying
getting smarter.
yeah, industries are paying ethical hackers, which are people who go in, they like businesses pay them to try to break into their systems to see how well their security is. Like it's industries are becoming more aware of the hacking age, and it's just like really hard. So I can't blame it all on Sony because hackers are just like evolving so
job.
quickly.
That's what they do.
But the thing,
is to
yeah,
find the hole in the system.
You know that hacking has gotten so big that there's a hack convention now. They literally
Oh, yeah, in
go
Las
and there'll
Vegas.
there'll be hackers and stuff. I think they'll have like some demonstrations of people hacking into your phone and stuff, which is pretty crazy. I think that's pretty fun
Yeah.
and shit.
no, and
But-
then like actually I'm going to a convention because I was watching on YouTube. I got so interested and I
Oh,
got
no,
my
no,
dad
no, we're talking about
ready to
hacking
go.
conventions, not porn conventions.
Yeah.
You can leave those out.
No, all right.
Hey, I'll tag along for one of them. I've seen a couple
Rest in peace,
videos,
August
man,
Ames.
what goes down at those conventions.
Oh,
Bro,
You seen a video? What type of video, Pitbull? You want to explain?
Yeah, it was like some dude met up with a chick at the convention, man. He was getting it in the hotel room.
I think I've seen that one.
Is
to
it
one
on
of those
YouTube?
cosplay conventions?
No, I'm talking about the
That'd
porn
be
convention.
dope. Oh, wow.
You know what's
I'm gonna have
expensive?
to
I
go.
heard?
Nothing but potential.
I actually heard it's expensive. That's what I heard. Like, it's actually pretty pricey to go. That's kind of
Well,
crazy.
probably it's in Las Vegas. There's a convention, free stuff. I mean, females.
Oh, females. Wait a minute. Who said anything
For
about
free?
females?
Oh, we're going.
Alright then, man. I think we're gonna end it on that note. I think we got a lot good in, talked about Call of Duty, talked about Red Dead, talked about the hacks, the crack cocaine Bronx.
Yeah.
I think it's all good, And
I think so.
I think we're gonna end it there. I think we did good, Hopefully we keep this going. We don't fuck up. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Wiggity wiggity fresh.
Shut the fuck